Hello and welcome to the most excellent musical Monster Jam. My name is Eddie Rahx and you're watching the show that focuses on talent in Savannah and across the coastal empire. This week we are featuring one of the most talented of all. We have Eric Culberson. Now he is quite the legend around Savannah. You might have heard him called E-Rock, but sometimes they just call him Culberson. However you name this gentleman, he is a fantastic entertainer, one of the best blues guitarists around. So let's go to Will and Eric right now.
Hello, my name is Will Griffiths, and I'd like to introduce our guest for this week, Eric Culberson, also known as E-Rock. Well, go ahead and tell these people how you met me. We'll go from there.
I was, the first band that I ever was in was with you guys, right after I got out of high school, I reckon. And Ajna, right?
Yep, that would be it.
Won the Battle of the Bands down at Tybee.
Where we didn't get paid.
We didn't get paid.
We didn't get paid.
Yeah, that's how we met, and that was the first time I ever was really in a band. So.
And how old were you then?
I can't remember back that far.
Well, I can tell you. You were about 17 or 18 years old back then.
Okay. All right. I still had a day job for sure.
Yeah, you still had the day job. We're not going to mention where you were working. I know where you were working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you started playing guitar, and obviously you took a turn. You're playing blues now, and tell us how that came to be.
I don't know. I was playing when I started playing out at first. It was kind of splitting the night with the day, and working at day and playing at night. And we played all kind of different stuff. We played everything from David Bowie, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Hendrix, and we played, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, Albert King. I just kind of gravitated towards the blues. That just felt better. A lot of the other artists that I was playing had blues in their music one way or another, so it was just kind of a natural arrival.
Yeah, well, good, because you've done well at it.
Well, thank you.
Okay, and you have a couple CDs out, right?
Yeah, I do.
And then your brother Mickey, didn't he help you do the CDs, or?
Mickey was always inspirational and giving me good advice on the sidelines, and he was integral in my first recording sessions. Yeah, definitely. And he's always my go-to guy for musical advice.
And what is the name of your CDs?
The first one was Blues Is My Religion. The second one was No Rules to the Game. The third one was Live at the Bamboo Room. And the last one we did was In the Outside. And that was kind of an experimental thing. Just outside of the blues. Just kind of a bunch of stuff I had in my head that had to come out. I don't know. We recorded at an elevated basement here in Savannah. And it's a little different.
And where'd you record the other ones?
The first two were at King Snake. I had a record deal with King Snake in Sanford, Florida, and we recorded down there just out of Orlando. The third one was, I got interest from a fellow that had been coming out to see us, and he was waiting on a new album, and he got tired of waiting, and he had a little money, so he just went ahead and said, hey, do what you want to do, and we picked this venue down in South Florida in Lake Worth called the Bamboo Room, and they brought in a mobile lab from up in Massachusetts, I guess, and they came all the way down and recorded everything, and it was pretty awesome.
Just call my job, baby. Tell my boss to operate my machine. Because after Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, baby, you the sweetest thing I ever seen.
We can still buy these albums?
Yes, ericculberson.com.
ericculberson.com. Okay. And is there a place, like, can they go to YouTube, see any clips of any of this? Or
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch if you put my name in.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll pop up.
Yes, when I first met you, baby. You just left your home, but you're the sweetest thing I ever seen.
Tell us about your travels when playing blues,
Oh,
because I know you've been all over the place. You've been to
But
London.
most-
I mean, you've
yeah.
been everywhere playing. So
Yeah,
tell
we
these
went
people.
overseas
These people
one
would like to
time.
know where you play.
Yeah, we went over to England for a little while one time, a long time ago. But most of my stuff is up and down the seaboard. We play from the Keys on up to Chicago and over to maybe Memphis and Nashville down. That part of the country. We never played out west. I would like to, but we stay pretty busy.
And this is with the band, right?
Sure. yeah.
Okay. And who's in the band currently?
Right now, on bass, I have Jonathan Hill, and on drums, I have Larry Duff. And they're really tight, good chemistry. All three of us have been together for 2 years, maybe a little more. But got a lot of new material. We've been working out live. I haven't recorded anything yet, but we're gearing up for it. Definitely ready to lay some tracks down. So just trying to figure out where we're going to do it. But I'm excited about the new stuff. It's cool.
And I don't need you to turn away the pouring rain. But what you need to know is, girl, I'm gonna sing without you. I dreamed of you, dreamed on and on. And when I woke up, you were long gone.
How did you come up with the name E-Rock?
I didn't. It was a nickname. Bobby Holman came up with that.
I got you. Okay, I was wondering because I've always wanted to know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a friend named Edgar, and Bobby called him Egar. So I was Eric. So I guess it's E-Rock.
There you go. Well, it's stuck and it's great.
Yeah,
It's
it sure
great.
did. People that call me E-Rock are from a couple of decades ago. It's usually old school people. Nobody really knows me as E-Rock right now. It's morphed into Culberson, seems like. From what I could tell, people call me by my last name. But yeah, I'll answer to anything like that.
All right, so I understand that you do the open mic down at the Bayou, and what nights are you doing that?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday nights
yeah.
at the Bayou. You got a pretty good crowd?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. It's kind of like Potluck 101. It's also Good Sport 101. There's no pressure. You just come out there and do your thing, have fun. Usually a good audience for listening, and usually a good selection of musicians, either passing through town or just local guys and gals. But yeah, I've been doing the open mic night somewhere in Savannah since 1989 is when I started doing open mic night, and it's been consistent since. And I play there every Thursday too, which is a regular gig. Yeah.
Okay, and do you have any other gigs coming up?
Yeah, we do every Wednesday at Boomie's, which is right next to the rail in City Market, and we play the Warehouse here in town. We play several places at the beach, Huckapoo's and Tobby Social. We've also been doing every Friday at Ruby Lee's in Hilton Head, which is a pretty cool gig.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We do play Congress Street Social every now and then. I forgot that. Yeah, and also El Rocco Lounge. Yeah.
El Rocco.
The El Rocco.
You really?
Yeah.
How is it at the El Rocco?
We've got some on the books coming up soon. I haven't played there yet, but I've been in there a bunch of times and I love it.
I've been in there once.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's good stuff. If you go to ericculberson.com, you can see what we're doing for a few months out at a time, and all my information's on there, so you can get in touch with us and ask if it's not on the calendar. If it's further out, you can ask us.
All right, a lot of people might not think that being a musician is hard work, but it is. And I understand you were in a bad wreck, and you were right back to work. Not right back to work, but tell us about it.
I got T-boned on my motorcycle. A lady hit me, and leg was broken, and spent 4 days in the hospital, and got out after a few days. With a lot of help from my friends and bandmates, I was able to keep playing excruciating pain anyway, but it's good to play music, and I have to play music. And I'm glad it wasn't worse, that's all.
Yeah. Well, I understand you've done that with your arm wrestling with your hand one time too.
Yeah. I broke my humerus, and that was pretty tough. I had to play with my thumb and squeeze the guitar between my leg and play it vertically, and you know, got to make it somehow. I'm glad I was able to make it. In both cases, it could have been a lot worse. So
That's probably why a lot of people know you. You have a big fan base because you're always on the job, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm glad that they've put up with me for this long. But it's not so much a responsibility as it is just like a way of life. It's a way of life, yeah. And I think I'm very fortunate that people appreciate what we do, and they've come out. A lot of people have been coming out to see us for a long, long time. Some people haven't seen us that many times, but we definitely couldn't have done that without a huge local support.
Well, I know I love coming to see you play. You sound great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our moments.
Yeah. I understand that you played with a lot of different musicians and opened up for a lot of people. Could you go ahead and name drop? Let me hear some of the people that you played with.
Oh, all right. I've been doing the Savannah Jazz Festival, the Coastal Jazz Festival, for a long time. I guess back in the early 90s, we opened up for Buddy Guy and John Mayall in City Market, 2 different shows. First year I did was Buddy Guy, and the second year was John Mayall. And since then, we've had an amazing lineup and people that we've been able to open up for. Super Chicken and Little Milton, and I don't know, the list goes on. There's been plenty of people. It's been really great. I'm always glad to get the invite, and it's usually the 3rd Thursday in September every year out in Forsyth. And yeah, it's a good thing. It's an honor to play that.
Well, we got a lot of great musicians right here in town, the local musicians. Who are some of your favorites?
Well, lately I've gotten into a booking agent kind of a situation here, placing talent in 4 locations on River Street. Some of the names you'll see out there that are really great are Matt Eckstein, Rachel Shaner, Jason Bible, Levi Moore. So many I can't even name, and it's really amazing to see so much talent in this town. Justin Morris and Luke Landers, Emily Kenyon, CeCe Witt, Susanna Kennedy, they're all great. And I know I've left a few out, but...
All right, so when you go out, where is it that you'd like to go out? Where's your favorite place to go out and listen to some music?
I like the Jinx, Barrel House, I like the Bayou, the Warehouse. There's stuff in City Market. I like Huckapoo's at the beach. Tybee Social. It just depends on what part of town you're in.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to this week's show?
No, but I'd like to say thanks to everybody. Come on out and see us. Go to the website and see where we're playing next, and come on out and have a good time with us.
Well, you're a hell of a guitar player.
I appreciate
And
it.
it's damn good to see you.
Thank you.
And if you haven't seen him play, you need to look him up and watch him. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching this week's show.
All right, well, we want to thank Eric Culberson for being on the show. That was a nice interview. Thank you, Will, for filling us in on that story of how he got the name E-Rock and all of that good stuff. But, you know, next week we are featuring another local musician, and wait till you see this guy. So tune in and find out who it is. I'm not going to tell you. It's our New Year's special. See you then.